Hi there, I'm Hao, and this is just another video of me solving random difficult problem. So we have a sorted array, and we need to remove the duplicate from it, right? So this is the second problem in the series, um, sorted array 2 here, right? So in the first problem, we only have to remove the duplicate, right? So we can have like our right current index here, right? Current index. I'm just gonna write IDX, right? And we're just starting from the second element and just keep iterating the whole array, right? If the number are the same, we ignore, right? If the number are different, right, we will increment our index to here, right, and then write number, right, number 2, right, and we can keep going, right? If the number are the same, right, we ignore and keep going to 3, right, and we have to compare it 2 and 3 or they are different, so we increment our index and then rewrite it, right? And now we are outbound, so we will just return the index, right? Which is uh, index 2, right? So we return uh, we need to return k plus 1, right? 3. So because k will be the length, k will be the length. Yeah, k will be the length after we remove the duplicates, right? So because the index is 0 index, right? So we need to add 1. So this is what we have earlier in the previous problem. But now the only difference is that we uh, we are told that each unique element can appear twice, not one but twice, can appear at most twice, right? So let's look at example again. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, and 3, right? So this is the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we have the index pointing at this, which is at the second element, right? So we compare, right? Because 1 and 1 are the same, right? Which mean um which mean that the number 1 already appeared one time, right? Either one time or 2 times, right? We don't know yet. But we know for sure that would be at least one time, right? Because the number at the index is 1, right? So we know that okay, 1 will be already appear at least one time, right? So we check the element before the index, right? Like at index minus 1, index and index minus 1, because the array is sorted. So if 1 appears twice, the previous element, right, at index minus 1 will also be 1, because in this case it is unified. So which means 1 only appear one time, right? So we just increment our index here to here, and then we write 1, right? Write 1. Okay, and we just keep going. Here we see 1 again, right? So the 1 here is the same at the value at this index, right, which is 1. 1 and 1 are the same. So which means 1 again can appear either one time or twice, right? Because the value at the index is 1, which means 1 appear uh, at a minimum one time, already appear at least one time, right? So we check the number before 1, right, which is 0 here, at index minus 1. Um, because they are the same, right, which means 1 already appeared twice. So we just ignore and don't do anything. Right. We were able to do this because the array is sorted. So we know that the same number will always appear next to each other. Okay. So now we look at 2, right? If 2 is different than 1, right? If the two numbers are different, we don't even have to think about it because if they are different, right? Which means we see a new number, we can just go ahead and increment the index here, right? And then write the number, right? So we keep going. Um, here, 2, right? 2 is the same as 2, right? So we check the previous element, which is 1. So we know that they are different, right? The value at index 1 and index index and index minus one are different, which means two only appear one time. So we increment our index here and we write two, right? And we go to three here, right? Three is different than two, so we know it appear for the first time. So we go ahead and write two, right? And we increment our we increment our pointer again, right? So now we are done, and we can just return five, right? Which is the index plus one, which is the total number of elements after we remove the duplicate, and the output that we have match with what they have here. So that is our strategy. We can do it in one pass with constant space. Right? All right. So we need the index, and we can start from and we have to return index plus one. Right? Index plus one. We have to start from one. So if under some condition, we will write the index, right? We will increment the index and then write the numbers at that index. Okay. So what is the condition? The first condition is that num index is different than the num at the current pointer, right? Or nums at index is equal to the nums at the current number, right? But it only appear one time. So which means the nums at index is different than the nums at index minus one, right? So under these two conditions, we know that we can write the number, right? So we increment our index here, right? First, and then we write the new number, okay? And I believe that pretty much it. So we just keep going. If it is like the same, if the number already appeared twice, we just keep increment I, right? Until we reach the end of the array. Okay, and it worked. And thank you for watching.